Imagine two completely isolated worlds. Planet A is a technological powerhouse, but its rocky surface barely supports agriculture. Just next door, Planet B yields massive harvests, but lacks the infrastructure to build advanced machinery. Right now, exchanging goods between these worlds is an expensive ordeal. Every cargo ship has to push through planetary force fields, the galactic equivalent of tariffs, quotas, and strict government restrictions. A new proposal, the Galactic Treaty, aims to shut down those force fields. It would institute pure free trade, the exchange of goods and services between countries without any protectionist measures. According to the economic models, removing these barriers allows each world to specialize. By focusing on what they do best, the total output of food and technology across both planets increases, making everyone wealthier. Yet, despite the promise of widespread prosperity, massive protests have erupted outside the council chambers, with citizens fighting fiercely to block the treaty. If eliminating trade barriers is mathematically proven to increase total global output and raise living standards, why do so many people view an open economy as a threat? For the average consumer, opening borders is an immediate win. Without taxes added to imported goods, prices drop, and citizens gain access to a massive variety of products they couldn't possibly produce at home. Producers win through economies of scale. Expanding from a domestic market of millions to a global market of billions allows bulk production, driving down average costs. This foreign influx breaks up domestic monopolies, forcing local companies to upgrade technology and streamline operations. These lines represent production possibility curves, the maximum food and clothing a country can make. Focusing on comparative advantage creates a surplus. Exporting this extra output allows a country to import more goods, pushing consumption far beyond original domestic limits. Allowing resources to flow where they are most productive, free trade acts as a powerful engine for economic growth, maximizing efficiency across the entire system. But let's look at those protesters. The reality of maximizing efficiency is that uncompetitive domestic industries get crushed by cheaper, better foreign alternatives. When Planet B's massive, low-cost agricultural exports flood the market, Planet A's local farmers go bankrupt. This triggers structural unemployment, a type of long-term job loss that happens when whole industries collapse and the workers' specific skills are no longer needed. Planet A might have a highly profitable technology sector, but a displaced fruit farmer cannot simply walk into an advanced robotics lab and start coding. The result is a brutal skills mismatch. The second major fear is over-reliance. If a planet completely abandons its farms to focus entirely on tech, it becomes completely dependent on a foreign power for food. If relations sour or the other world imposes an embargo, the tech planet starves. We see this vulnerability on Earth. Modern manufacturing relies on complex global supply chains. If a trading partner restricts the export of a specific raw material, heavy industries half a world away grind to a complete halt. While the math proves that open borders increase the total size of the economic pie, that expansion happens by rapidly destroying specific, localized slices, leaving highly vulnerable populations without a livelihood. Despite these localized disruptions, the broad consensus among economists is that the overall gains of open markets vastly outweigh the overall losses. The issue is distribution. In theory, the profits generated by the winning industries could be taxed to compensate and retrain the displaced workers. In practice, that redistribution rarely happens. When you sit down for your economics exam, you have to carefully navigate this exact duality. First, use precise terminology. Ensure you distinguish between international trade and free trade. All free trade is international trade, but international trade often includes tariffs, quotas, and barriers. Second, apply the mirror rule. The arguments you memorize in favor of free trade, like lower prices and efficiency gains, are the exact same points you will use if a question asks you to explain the disadvantages of protectionism. To manage these disputes in the real world, nations rely on global institutions. The World Trade Organization exists specifically to encourage member countries to dismantle their trade barriers and to settle the inevitable conflicts that arise along the way. An open economy is a powerful engine for generating wealth, but it is also an engine of disruption. Reaping the benefits of global cooperation requires navigating the very real costs paid by those left behind in the transition.